Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the testimony of the various prophets of the Old Testament. And it became the Book of Zion, a book written entirely in Bible verse. In order to publish the Book of Zion, which is what I'm required to do to fulfill the prophecy, I had to write the Potsmoker's Bible as a commentary. And I have already published it in its entirety on YouTube at Potsmoker's Bible, all in lowercase. Um, Now, I'm getting towards the end of my ability to make these videos. I don't have a shut-off notice yet, but I know that it's coming because I had to quit my job because I collapsed from exhaustion and I got COVID. So I have recuperated from the COVID. I don't know if you've noticed, but I look a little bit better today than I did the last couple of days. But I'm still exhausted. It's going to take me a couple of weeks before I can even think about going back to work because I'm not going to destroy my health for the all fucking mighty dollar that this society worships so much. So I had to quit. And my roommate had already lost his job. So we're in a position where both of us, well, he quit his job too. But before I got to unemployment, I'd already be able to go back to work. So I'm just kind of broke right now, which is that's a way of life for me. Okay. And that's not a problem. I'm always broke. That's just how life works in my world. So, but now recently in October, I was notified by Blog This that I could put commercials into my format. Yay, I reached that threshold, which is really cool. But, and I started to set it up. But, see, there's a problem with that. That would be money. And the entire prophecy is based on the not money concept. Um, I'm not allowed to use money to create Zion. So I don't feel that I'm allowed to earn profit from these videos, which is what would happen if if I finished the paperwork and got commercials put in here. So I've decided not to do that. Now I know that that a lot of you people are going, you are fucking nuts, woman. You could make the money. You're broke. Why don't you take this? Well, I don't take this because it would violate the requirement that I use no money to create Zion. The foundation of Zion has to be money free. And even though a lot of good could come out of that, I personally cannot accept profit. It goes against everything I believe in. Which is why I don't even ask you to subscribe. I mean, I watch the YouTube all the time and just like, subscribe, 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 here's my thing, click on this so you can make money. That's not who I am. I'm creating a society that doesn't use money. So I have consciously decided that even though I'm totally broke, and I will have to stop recording this until my health returns and I go back to work, which probably is not going to happen. Because by the time I get healthy enough to go back to work, COVID-19 is going to have everything shut down. So I'm going to be going through this whole dark, terrible time as broke and cut off as everybody else is going to be. And I foresee some very bad things happening this winter. But those of you who are capable of keeping your cable on, You can go to YouTube's Pot Smoker's Bible, and you can watch me from the beginning, and you will learn everything that is in. See, this is my next chapter that I'm working on. This is how much is left. Each one of these little things is a chapter. So, or part of a chapter anyway. Some of my chapters are pretty long towards the end. But you see how much I have left to teach you about drugs, about science, about the gray, about the Bible, about other ancient religions, texts, about humanity, about pre-flood history, about ascension, about magic, which is in essence religious science and spirit. It's like, man, there's actually, believe it or not, I have a theory of everything in here. But I'm not going to get to do the whole thing before I lose my cable. Which is, like I said, it's already been done on YouTube. And so, if this intrigues you, go to YouTube, Pot Smoker's Bible, all lowercase, and start watching them from the beginning. Subscribe. You're not going to make me any money because I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any commercials. You'll never have a commercial interruption. I will never make a penny from you. And that is as it should be because I'm Zion. I'm here to end money, to show you that there is a way to create a society that doesn't need money. And if you ask me, it's like, how is that possible? Well, because money is a middleman, and I'm just taking the middleman out. It's based totally on labor. Labor is the actual mechanism by which things get done. And so that is the commodity that each and every person on this planet has. Your time, your skills, your body. So, we will base our society on labor. Each segment of society, each profession will have a guild, and each guild will belong to a I don't quite know how to describe it, but it's like each necessary component of society will have a guild. The guilds will be organized according to the necessary components of society. There'll be a science guild. There'll be a labor guild, or there'll be an education guild. There'll be an infrastructure guild. There'll be a guild for every necessary function of the government of the society, and every profession that has jobs available will belong to one of these chairs, and it will have an associated guild. Each person who is born, who joins, who creates Zion, will be tested for entry into guilds. Now, all of your experiences, all of your talents, and all of your knowledge will come together. Will test you on those things to find out where you best are suited in the guild structure. So that, let's say right now you're a dishwasher at a restaurant, but in your spare time you create beautiful furniture. Well, when we go to our tents and you sign up for guilds, you can go to the furniture making, the carpenter guild, and you can specialize in furniture. And that can be your career. Not because that's what you're paid to do because you don't get paid for it, but because that is your guild. And so instead of being a dishwasher being paid $9 an hour, wasting all of your talent in woodworking, you will go into the Woodworkers Guild. And that will be the rest of your life. Unless, of course, you choose something else. And that is the beauty of the guild system, because I plan on joining about 4 or 5 guilds. Because I have that many interests. I'm a writer, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm an actress, I'm a historian. I'm many things. We all are many things. And we can all pursue all of these things in Zion because there's no money to stop us. Instead, there's a whole entire social structure designed to give you the means to pursue any avenue that you are talented and knowledgeable enough to gain entry into. So there'll be like competition between guilds because everybody will, especially at the beginning, everybody is going to have, you'll fill out the guild forms for every guild that you want to qualify for. And then the guilds get to decide and pick between the best candidates. But every person who fills out one of those forms will enter a guild based on those forms. And I believe that by doing so, we will create a society of artisans so that every person in the nation will be able to pursue their art, not money. And because you work a qualified number of hours, everybody does. There's a baseline hours everybody works. That provides you food, shelter, electricity, water, plumbing, all of the basics that you need. Education for your children, daycare for your kids, all that free of charge, just for working your base amount of hours. Now, like I said, you have your primary guild, the guild that you do your base hours in. But you can work more hours than your base hours. Everybody has to work the base hours. But anybody can work more than that. And they don't have to stay in one guild to do that. So you can do your base hours in the morning at your primary guild. And then in the afternoon, go do credit hours at your secondary guild. And those credit hours, everything you work above base, that's your money. You're credited for those hours. And that credit is like a credit card, a debit card. You take your debit card of credit hours that you've already worked, and you can buy anything on the market. And if you qualify within your guild to do so, you can become an entrepreneur. You can open a business of your own. Then you will become a hierarchy. You'll step up in the guild. You'll reach another level in the guild. Your base hours will be your you working your job, running your restaurant or art show or whatever, so that you can rise up in through the guild as far as you want to. And if you decide to go into politics, well, then there's a structure within the guild system that you have to qualify for to get to that political level, so that any person who decides they want to hold a seat on the council will be able, if they are qualified, if they have the means to do so, anyone can become the leader of that chair. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild. See you later. Stay happy and I love you. Never say goodbye.